Hey everybody, we're back with more Path of Exile. We're still alive, believe it or not. Somehow we're still alive. I think before we go to this next section here, let's take a look at these boots here, see what we can craft, and if we're gonna actually replace our Wanderlust on here. We can still keep 20% movement. And actually, I think I said I was gonna go with these ones because the rolls are just so better. The modifiers are. And if we put these on, we gain a ton more life. Now we're well over the cap of where we were at from Delirium, where we died to Katava on our hardcore run. Alternatively, though, I mean, this is a lot of resistance here. Plus rarity, and we get to keep the same amount of movement speed. The bonus here is we can craft something on this. Specifically maximum life. And presumably, like, I don't understand why, but why couldn't I put fire resistance and max life? So I want max life, craft it on there. Now, why can I not craft another? That's what I don't understand. It's only got 2 suffixes, 3 prefixes. I can't put another suffix on there. Why? That's what I don't understand. That must mean that you can only craft one thing on there per go. Now this item is just worse than it needs to be. Although if we look at the roll, it was 25 life. Put that on. Yeah, I think we need actually a good roll to actually want to replace these. Mana regeneration rate. Actually, if we do replace that, is that going to be enough to keep our mana going? Tell you what, I don't know. Let's see how many orbs of scouring we have. I'm okay with replacing those, but I do want better rolls than that mid-tier roll that we got. We have 2. Yeah, not crazy about it. Now these alternatively are a crapload more. That's even without putting our we could put I really can't actually craft anything on there but mana, which is not great. I think that was like a mid-tier roll. How greedy are we? We're pretty greedy. Alright, we got 1. Versus these. That's 12 and 21 is 33 life. And we lose 32 shield. So they're slightly better. And we get tons of resistance too. Yeah, so we're gonna roll with these. Oh no, wait, now we can't put stuff on? Oh no, we have nothing in there. I was like, well, now they're gonna let me craft on here. And I think we don't have any chromatic orbs either. We'll spend 4 for 1 blue, even though we probably could have easily rolled a blue on there. Yeah, especially because it's an int pair of boots. Alright, I feel okay about this. We'll sell those. Hang on to these. They served their purpose. 1 act, and now we're a little bit tankier. Now I'm starting to like our chances just a little bit more here. You know what? And I was actually thinking about this before this episode started. Let's take a look at PoE trade real quick, because I just want to see. What am I on? I'm on my filter page. I'm under the trade and utility folder. Just want to see. Let's say, what's a gem? Incinerate. Let's actually find our incinerate gem. Incinerate, and just search for it. Okay, there's people with level 1, but what about? Well, that's standard league. We want hardcore harvest. Yeah, I forgot we're actually in a different tier here of players. So you can get a 13% quality one for 1 chaos. 19 quality for 18 or 5 chaos. That's expensive, for sure. And if we look at what kind of, we really don't have any currency at all. It's kind of silly to even bother looking. But I mean, what's the best thing we could trade here? Orb of Alteration, maybe, for something. You know, I mean, what are you gonna do? We could probably use a new neck. Let's take a look at necks. Let's clear this. I know this seems like a waste of time, but maybe I just kind of want to get a feel for what amulet, please. Gem quality. Okay, we'll remove the miscellaneous and stat filters. Let's just take a look. Without putting any filters on here. So it's 24 strength and dex. What I really want, I want the implicit modifier to be probably life or intelligence, preferably life. So let's do that. 2. That modifier should be called 2 maximum life. 2 maximum life implicit. No search result. So can you not find implicit 2 maximum life? Must not be able to. Let's just see if I put 2 strength implicit. If I type implicit, yeah, that's what I want. Implicit 2 strength, because I know that exists. I just saw it. Yeah, so that does exist. So there's no 2 life on neck. So intelligence actually is our best stat here, I believe. Because if we look at something else, implicit, there's energy shield. Maybe raw energy shield is actually better than int, but maybe probably not. Chaos resistance. Regen life per second is a thing. I don't know. So maybe we actually just go to maximum life. Just look for and maybe let's see, what do we have? We're in the 20. What if we look for something in the 50? Filter. Min of 50, which seems high. It actually is pretty high. Here's one with, I mean, we could get something for like an orb of alchemy here. Really, I'm gonna be honest, I think we want the int. 8 dex, 6% rarity of items, 3 to 8. 10 int, that's 40 in total. This one is 25, so we'd probably lose a little bit of life there. Oh, the maximum energy shield is not bad too. It's actually not a bad neck we have there. Pretty good. It looks like once the real cheap ones here, 6 to 18% mana regeneration. Yeah, honestly, I think ours is better than most of these, which is kind of crazy. Until we start getting to the point where you have to pay for chaos orbs, but even then. 25 all attributes is pretty good. Maximum life 84. Yeah, this one's pretty good here, but again, it's a chaos orb, which we don't have. Grants level 21 clarity skill. Oh, wow. Maybe a belt. Let's look at belts. How much time are we wasting here? Too much time, really. Just trying to get us as prepared as possible, guys, for Kitava fish. Belt. Item rarity, any, 2 maximum life. Now we know this does have an implicit 2 max life. So let's make that a bare minimum standard here. And it would have to be above a 37 to beat ours. Actually ours is pretty good. Here's one with 40 on it. Increased stun duration on. See, these bottom 2 stats are basically worthless to me. Don't even want them. So what about a minimum? We made the minimum to be 50. There's a lot. No results found. 40? 4? No results found. What about 40? Yeah, there's a couple. So is that the max tier for this? 40? Yeah, 40 is the cap apparently for right, for belt implicit modifiers. 40? I guess so. So 40 is the highest roll we could grab. And the best we could do is 11 strength, 16. Actually, this one's really good. 24 lightning resistance, 3 stun and block recovery, 35 armor. We lose 20 resistances, but we gain 24. Actually, let's whisper this guy for 2 orbs of alchemy. Is this cheaty? I don't think so. This is just survival of the fittest here. He's got you know, something we want. We got something he wants. Got a beautiful hideout here. Alfie Wesley Firmer. This is a really good belt. This is going to be good for us. Beautiful. Oh, we can't actually equip it. That's alright. Okay. That's the sad part. We can't we can't equip it because we need level 45. But we're almost there. We need 2 levels, which we'll get before we get to Kitava for sure. So that's the best implicit modifier. If we look at the roll, 69 was the maximum life for Rotan, which is pretty good. Lightning resist a little bit low. Stun block recovery a little bit low. Can we actually craft on this, or is this filled? Can craft. Just prefixes though. What's the ones we don't have for prefix? Can we search prefix? Prefix. Discovered. I just want to see. No. What we have yet to discover that's I know there's better ones we could put on a prefix here, like maximum mana is not great. Increased elemental damage with attack skills. Yeah, I don't think that's necessarily good. So I don't know, we'll just sit on that. It's a good belt. A lot of life. A lot of lightning resistance, which we'll lose a little bit of cold. We're fine. I think it's good. I'm gonna stop talking about it. That was a good trade. 2 orbs of alchemy, which we'll get tons of over the course of the game. Okay, so now we just gotta get the level and a half to equip it. So let's head to Act 5 here. We'll call that How to Waste 15 Minutes by TheUnusualMaw. I do that sometimes. I get so into what we just did. I think it's really good. See, I'm gonna get right back into it. I'm a little bummed that we can't equip it though, which is the worst part. The voice is starting to sound a little bit hoarse. I've actually been recording quite a bit today. This is still the same recording episode from session from more than a couple episodes ago. So basically in one sitting we're almost, well, 2 sittings really. And not even technically, definitely 2 sittings. We're gonna get to the part where we failed last run through in the Delirium, where our hardcore run stops. Ooh, Orb Alchemy, okay. See, we already got one back. How good is that? I think we actually take another look at PoE trade before we fight Katava too, and just shore up any glaring weaknesses we have. Just really don't want to die to that nerd. Honestly, I think if we can get through that, we're probably good to make it pretty far. I would say even to the last boss, right? Which was Katava again, right? I keep thinking about it. Was that the last boss? It's, yeah. We fight Katava again at the very end. Yeah. Gotta think about that. And I think he's way easier the second time around. For whatever reason. Or at least he was for me. I think we still died to him though, to be honest. On, actually I think we died to him a couple times, the more I think about it. On, non-hardcore. 1990? Yeah, we'll take it. Where are we trying to go here? I think it's kind of strange that the cap for belts, illicit modifiers, it'd be nice to have like a chart of all this stuff. The cap for illicit modifiers on belts is 40. And you know, it's actually a good way to check to see if that's true. So let's do that right now before we jump into this next part. Go back to PoE trade. And we need to go to Standard League here. And let's look for belts. Implicit. Was it strength? No, it was life. To maximum. And we'll say min 41. Yeah, so it does go past that, but that's like very end tier game. This is item level 85, which is pretty high up there, actually. It's really high. Just to explain to you how high that is, that's like stuff that drops out of 14 or 15. Here, 14, 15, and 16 maps. So that is the highest roll, I guess. Probably a better way to look up what that is, but
our crop is
okay. One's ready. What's ready? We have yellow ones to replace that with. We do have 2 seeds. Those ones are still growing. Do I want to pop this? We may do it here. We can go after these gloves, I guess. That leave us with 1 seed here. It's like 0 seeds. No, I think we're gonna leave that. Just so we can keep those tier 2 seeds growing. We really want to see is some purple seeds. You know, that's the other thing I just realized. I think a couple episodes I said, when you play through this game a bunch and you realize that, oh, you don't have to explore everything because the quests are... You gotta understand what quests you can pick up. Forgot about the crafting recipes. That are sometimes out in a random spot where you don't expect them to be. What's that, level 44? I feel like the first time we fought Kitava here, we actually leveled off screen to 50 before we went in. I'll have to double check on Piety, that video of our Delirium playthrough, but I think we were level 50. Still died. And we had about a little shy of 2,000, but basically 2,000 health. We're already past that. Feels good. The worst thing about losing this character is starting from scratch, right? I mean, it's okay, but... And I think it's better than playing the standard league. Like if you die, you might as well just start over. We have a character that's already in standard league. There's no reason to level another one up.
I must have time to gather my will.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Clearing everything, trying to get XP. I think I'm doing. Riveted boots. Oh, we leveled up. I didn't even pay attention. 40% chance to avoid being stunned while casting. Versus... I guess we did pick that up. 14% channel damage. Alternatively, you go down here and we get 10% increased energy shield and 6% max life. To do that, we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Get melding. For some reason I thought you guys couldn't see the screen, but that's... Yeah, you guys can definitely see this. Just thinking. I think we go here first. Kitava doesn't stun, I don't think. And I'd much rather be able to survive potentially a one-shot against him. So I think we're gonna go that route. If we actually level to 50, we'll have enough to... No, actually we won't. We'll have just enough to get to 1. The extra life. Which I think is the correct move. The more I think about it now. You guys can correct me if you think I'm incorrect. We'll know here if I die. I mean, we are losing some damage by doing it, and damage... You know, damage is life, too. Think about it. The quicker you can kill something, the less damage you're going to take, overall. We're in Act 5, right? For some reason I thought we were supposed to be in the on the ship, but we don't do that till after we beat Kitava. Glasses guys here. It's pretty good coding there. It's another one of those builds where we have to get discipline to reduce our mana reservation so we can cast all 3 of these auras and they'll be able to cast Ignite. So actually, you know, it'd be a really good thing to buy. Start thinking about this stuff in here and start leveling now. Is Discipline. Which is probably going to be at least a Chaos Orb. I'm going to guess probably 10. Oh no, wait, we have Discipline. We're leveling Discipline. No, Enlightenment. That's what I'm... Yeah. Enlightened support. We have Discipline. That's literally this order here. This one. 4 Chaos Orbs for the base level one. So we need to get that as soon as possible because it takes forever to level these things. And that was a big mistake I made last playthroughs. I took forever to get it. Same thing with Empower. Empower's in this build. These Awakened Gems need to be gotten as well. First on hit. Yeah. Yeah, I literally just hit level 3 on my Enlightened support. Like the day before the harvest came out, 2 days ago. And I had it for about 2 weeks too.
The harvest is ready.
It's insane how long it takes. So that was a big mistake we made. So as soon as we get 4 Chaos Orbs, that might be the first thing I actually buy.
I had not heard of corruption or Malachi before. Asmeri do not speak of the Eternals if they can avoid it. It strikes me that Malachi's pursuits were not so different from our own. He simply handled them as only an iron-fisted Eternal could. The corruption's similarities to the life force do not escape me. But you slew the source of the corruption, and yet the life force continues to dance through all life, as if this land has been deeply imbued with its essence. Perhaps they are the same. Perhaps they are different. Perhaps they are 2 sides of the same leaf.
Oops, I screwed up there. I wasn't done listening to that. Crap. Did you actually give us a quest here? Escape the slave pens. Let's listen to that again. Return to Ariath. Escape the... No. Was that not a quest? Was that just RP? I really wanted to hear what she was saying.
The life force is at its most malleable. Those who drove me from...
What was she? Corruption?
I had not
Yes.
heard of corruption or Malachi before. Asmeri do not speak of the Eternals if they can avoid it. It strikes me that Malachi's pursuits were not so different from our own. He simply handled them as only an iron-fisted Eternal could. The corruption's similarities to the life force do not escape me. But you slew the source of the corruption, and yet the life force continues to dance through all life, as if this land has been deeply imbued with its essence. Perhaps they are the same. Perhaps they are different. Perhaps they are 2 sides of the same leaf. As long as the life force continues to radiate from all things in Rayclast, both living and dead, it does not matter. We will learn from Malachi's errors and adapt.
A resistance on
That is what the Grove teaches us.
These are probably actually better better boots. But I'll take the 5% movement speed, I guess. Yeah. Just saying. We really need these to grow. Why are these not growing? Just growing real slow, I guess. Because we need more condensed life energy there. We could probably afford to pop this here. Expose. Not gonna hurt. What is this? Cremation now. What does this do? Kinda weird. Huh, that just sits there. Interesting. Reforge a rare item with a new random modifier, including an attack modifier. Speed modifier. I mean, I think 20 is the cap on speed here at this range. Stallions tier 4. Speed modifier. Life modifier. Can you put speed on gloves? I don't know. Oh, we can find out. Oh, attack speed. Yeah, not what we were looking for. Much rather have life than speed. Why can't we... Find fire resist. We can't do this one. Why? Putting a life modifier. 66 to max life. That's actually pretty good. Rotund tier 3. I thought Rotund was tier 4. Rotund is tier 3. Cold resist. Why could we not put a... Oh, we need a prefix slot. So this one would be better if... Yeah, we can put a suffix on this one. It's good. 26 to 24 fire resistance. Which is what Katava does do. We would lose Gremlin? Which is energy shield and block recover. Of the Clin. The Klein? Ilm. Maximum mana. Alright, let's just see what it looks like when we put it on. A little bit of health. We lose, Let me craft this one more time. Yeah, we really didn't. We ruined that there. That's fine. We should have kept what we had because we could have crafted a suffix on there, which would have been actually pretty good. Can we do it one more time? No. Remove a random attack modifier from an item. That's cool. Alright, not cool enough though. Sacred Life Flask. Could check it, see if it's got a good roll on it. Doesn't. Do we want to roll this? Yeah, we might as well. Although what I really want to roll is the purple ones. Where did our... I was gonna say we had a purple one right up here. We need purple seeds. Like I'm taking these 2 seeds. I need them up here. What is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so those will grow. They are harvestable anyway. Put the rest of those in. We have blue seeds to grow. Let's... defense modifier, lightning modifier, chaos modifier. (41) max life, cold and chaos resistance. Nah, I don't love it. I may only get one of those, so... I mean, it's not bad, but I still think this one's better. With just the extra life and energy shield. Cold resistance isn't going to do anything for us, though, later on. I'm getting to, yeah, maybe 2. Does Katava 2 do chaos damage? I don't even know. We don't really want to store it. We actually want to use it all because we don't even have room to put it on there. So let's see what we get for this. Nah, it's not good either. Let's create 2 pylons here. Be done with it. That's actually starting to store some
different from burying the dead, is it?
You know what? Actually, this is that why this is not. These are all connected up though, so this should. Oh, it's only got 15. Okay, maybe that's fine. A little depressing here. Didn't really get what we were looking for. These are actually really good. Let's see if Kitava does fire or chaos, because we might want to. Kitava fish. Anyway. Kitava the Insatiable. What kind of damage does he do? Mostly physical damage and fire damage. High armor will help mitigate the physical damage. Ruby Flask, Basalt, Granite. Maybe Jade if you're doing evasion. Swipe. 20 deals 20% of damage. Okay, so it's physical and it's fire. That's the level 45 version. Okay, good. Real good to know. But we need to probably adjust ourselves to have a fire resist flask, a ruby flask. And a armor flask, probably. Assault. At a minimum. I'm trying to think if we had a ruby flask. See, this is the kind of thing where you want to keep that stuff on reserve, which we weren't doing last time. So we go in there with a chaos resist flask. Okay. Yeah, I'm hitting the cooldown, but it's not actually doing anything because he doesn't do chaos damage. What's the point? I think I was specifically using an all resist flask. Just, you know, better than a specialized one for all purposes. But for boss fights, I think you do want specialized flask. Really do. All I know is I don't want to die. All I know. It's crazy to think that some people have already rushed through. They're getting through mapping right now. I wonder if some of these people are playing in groups where you can get a setup to where you got a character that really doesn't do any damage but carries a bunch of auras and makes it so that nobody can ever actually die. And then everybody else just kills everything for them, and that's even a viable strat. So. Hard to say. I don't know enough about the game still. I think if we make it to the end of this act and we don't have a ruby flask, we will actually... we'll buy one. If we can. I have to look and see how resistances work too, because we've got 110 fire resist, which is 35 over the cap, but that's the soft cap. There's also a hard cap. Basically, I just don't want to take any damage from the nerd. That nerd being... With that being said, this is probably a better home. It's got armor. It's got evasion. And it's got fire resist. Life. Versus this one, which really doesn't give us a whole. Stun and block recovery seems okay. I think 129, item level 38 versus 34. Let's go with this one. For some reason, oh, we need dex. We have the dex from that. That's why. I think we decided this was not any good. 38 boots. 86 that. This is the belt we're eventually going to equip in one level. Mesh gloves, potentially good. Armor, energy shield. We will craft with these if we can. Mental damage. Nah, I don't like any of this. Well, if we gotta pick one, let it be fire. I still think these boots are actually decent here. And in fact, we'll hang on to them for the boss just in case. That's how serious I am. I want to make sure we're in the best position possible to kill this boss. And then if we die, you know, we die. No big deal. We tried our best. 24 fire resist, 10% rarity. I don't like the rarity. I like the resistances, but I'd rather have more fire resist on here. Yeah, these are all better. Oddly. Let's just... Good. Currency. What are we probably going to keep out of all these? We should wait. We should wait till we get to the boss. I was thinking maybe we could craft our own set of modifiers on this. The normal way. But actually, we can't do it because we don't have regal orbs. So forget that entirely.
Yes.
So I feel like we've wasted a lot of time this episode. It does to me. It's getting really late, and we've been playing quite a bit. Might be over-analyzing stuff here. For whatever reason, the dialogue sounds really low. It's supposed to be extremely high, though. No coins, but 2 up. Hammerstone, severed limbs. Have we actually done nothing this episode? I feel like all we did was get up to the tower. It might be time to take a break here. Kill a Hammerstone in the mines level 2. Equipping or holding limb split. Inventory. Well, we don't have limb split, so we can't do that one. Lasting impressions. Read any environmental lore text and get 15 scrolls of wisdom. Okay. We don't really need to clean that one up either, since we got a lot of space here. All right, let's move on here. Thinking about it, maybe we'll see craft on that. It's weird. I expect our fire golem to be able to kill that, but he's pretty weak. I don't know why we put our belt up, because we're actually going to level up here pretty soon. Okay, what we really want is get yellow seeds. No. I think we harvest this, then we run this again. Physical modifiers. Yeah, don't care. Caster modifier. Turning it red, turning it blue. We're just going to condense all that, believe it or not.
Have you ever considered trading the sword for the plow, Exile?
I have not. Let's plant these purple. This is where we really need to get the juice flowing because we need yellow seeds too because now these ones aren't growing. Or tier 2 seeds. Yeah, we're actually managing this pretty badly, but that's that's fine. We'll get the hang of it. I'll have to spend one afternoon or something and actually map that out a little bit better. It's real tempting to just level to 60 before we take this guy on. Because if we do, we grind out to 60 just running through these zones. I mean, we're almost guaranteed to beat Kitava. It's pretty boring to do though. Feels a little cheaty, but... And it's going to take a long time to do it too. That's the other thing. I don't know, in the day or so that it would take to do it versus just, you know, the series being over with, kind of feels like it's worthwhile to just do it. I know there's a crafting recipe in here somewhere. Probably be popping our 4 a little bit more. Gosh, it's a damage flask. I don't know what that is over there, the exclamation mark. Maybe the exit. We may have went the wrong way. Okay. How did we screw up and leave that quest item? Eyes of Zeal, alright. I feel like this takes us out the other end. I think the MaW meter's over there where the exclamation mark's at. That's where we screwed up. This is massive here. I think if we go out here, the waypoint's like right here. Okay. We'll just grab that and come back in. And get the MaW meter down here. Let's go ahead and do this. We were going down here to get... Oh, just kidding. Go down here and get all this life. 10% maximum energy shield, 6% life. That's gonna wind up being like 15% life, which is a pretty big deal. Be over 2k in life. Yeah, like I'm gonna guess by the time we actually get to fight the boss, we'll be at 2600 life. Really good. About 25% more life than we had in Piety when we died. It's good. You say 600, I mean, you know, because when I said it, 600 life doesn't seem like a lot of life, and it's not really. But when you say 25% more life, it does seem like that could be significantly helpful. I really figured out how to get over here in this area. I don't think you're supposed to. If I can get this Miaz meter. Oh, there we go. Like through that gap there. Yeah, probably this way. I keep forgetting well, I've been trying to pay attention to it lately, but I forget that you don't really want to hold down Incinerate. And I guess that's it. We can bail out of here. Don't mind getting a trade on our Quicksilver. Although I think we can just craft one on, which we should have done a while ago, actually. The more I think about it. Same thing with maybe not this one because we haven't been really using it. Silver Flash creates a smoke cloud. Grab this one. 1000% increased recovery when on low life. 23% chance to freeze, shock, and ignite. See, I don't know, does that mean to freeze, shock, or ignite around us? It probably means to do it to us. Which, I don't want that. If I make a mistake about that, yeah, my apologies, but it's my understanding. That'll be the next one we craft on. Yeah, let's see how good this one is. Did we determine we couldn't craft anything on this? Because it's already got... we can't craft life on it for some... Oh, it's already got life. Yeah, not quite 100 life. It's pretty good, really.
Yes.
Definitely not mad about that. And a slot to craft on if you find something better. To find a new recipe, though. Essences. Stuff. Passive skill point. Didn't really take that in consideration if we'd be able to get down to here and here before we fight Katava. I don't know why the dialogue's so, so low. We're actually kind of running out of time here this episode. Access the Templar Courts, find Templar Avarice and kill him. Yeah, I don't think we necessarily have time to start this episode here, or this area. We're doing it anyway. Oh, we have no... How long have we not had our auras up? A while? Probably a while. %, increased charge to you. And... You should see what kind of rolls those are on that. I think we can't craft on that anyway, so, and probably should. Try to get our own modifiers on there. Tier 1, 22 to 25. Increased charges used. So we just use more charges and we get more health up front. I don't know if that's better. Probably okay. Just have to treat it a little differently. I guess the real benefit of there is amount recovered. Not even sure where we're trying to go here. Or why this guy won't die. Is there actually a quest here? I don't think there is. Nope. Literally just supposed to find the next room to go in. We got time to find that. Grab the waypoint. It's almost like you need to really count in your head. 8 seconds. Just get a feel for how long that incinerate wave bonuses. You can kind of see it visually, I guess. Let's see, does it do something when it hits 8? Yeah, this room lights up. Okay, that's good to know. It's real. If you guys didn't see it, watch here. See the room below us? Kind of, the rune appears. There it is. Actually, is it just the rune appearing that indicates it, or does it actually... I know it lights up, but I guess what I'm saying is this. So the rune appears... Yeah, right when you hit 8. Beautiful. Blood and sand. Wouldn't mind having sand stance, actually. But I'm not sure sand stance actually works if you're close in melee. I think it's a distant thing.
Those
Or you have to be at a distance. Purple seeds. Sure this is full. Fill that up and Peter Baelish on that. The rune starts forming at 5, it looks like. Is this a new quest, or is this actually where we're supposed to go? Do we have time? You know what? We got time. He says as he pops a quicksilver flask and runs around the room trying to find the next doorway. See, this is where it'd be nice to actually have an editor and not have to think about this stuff, because then I would just play the game. And I could just play the game and not think about it too, and then put on my editor hat later and be like, okay, we're gonna cut the episode here, here, and here, and not have to worry about the actual dialogue. And you know, maybe that's... I did say something about that at one point. That's a better way to do it. So like right now, where I'm talking, just cut the audio and just play out the action, and then yeah, move the intros and the outros. Yeah, something to think about. Although having a concrete end and a beginning is a lot easier to manage too. It's a lot easier to edit because I know it's just going to be that set amount of footage I put aside. I love this track here. It feels very much like something like one of the settings you'd hear on like a Casio keyboard, the oohs and ahs, and even though it's probably not, but it still sounds really good too. I don't know, it's cool. I like it. I love it. Alright, that's what we wanted. Good. Good, I'm glad. He's probably over this way, right? Further away. Actually, I think what we might go for here, looking at our HP, or at least I'm looking at our HP, and this is what I'm thinking about. Oh god, we were froze there for a second. Maybe try to get up to 3k HP, and then we're 33% better off than we were in Delirium. Seems like a reasonable thing that maybe we can do if the shop is willing. Or the shop is abiding. And if the shop abides, so do I. By shop, I mean PoE trade. Turn your world to ice. Sure love to find the boss right now. I didn't realize this place was so big. Thinking back though, when we came here the first time, I do kind of remember saying, "Wow, this place is ginormous." It's weird when you run maps for a while. Maps are relatively small compared to a lot of these zones. I think it was all the way down here. The Chamber of Innocence. This is where we fight innocents? Must be. Oh, High Templar Avarice. Was Innocence in... I don't remember. We'll find out. We'll end the episode here, though, guys. If you like the video, as usual, drop us a like. If you want to see more from me, TheUnusualMaw, hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back tomorrow for more hardcore PoE, where, look at this guy's leg twitching. That's a tweaker right there. No, it's probably not a tweaker. Well, it's... Okay, whatever. It's definitely not a tweaker. It's definitely not a tumor. We'll see you guys in the next episode tomorrow. All right. Take care, guys. We'll see you then.